What's your car payment and what do you drive?
Nissan GTR, payment $1,650.
6.6% of vehicle owners with subprime loans were at least 60 days past due on payments.
I have $60,000 worth of car debt, with about $30,000 of that being in negative equity. And let me tell you how the dealership scammed me.
As you'll see in this video, some people are paying over $1,600 a month for their car payment, for a car that loses value the second it leaves the lot. And with some cars costing as much as a starter home used to, it's the ultimate trap, locking you into years of outrageous payments for a depreciating asset. Before we take a look at the wild sums of money people are paying, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel and help us out.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
Nissan GTR, payment $1,650.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
I drive a 25 BMW 610.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
I drive a Cadillac Escalade and my payment is $996.
Melanie, what's your car payment and what do you drive?
My car payment is $199 and I drive a Nissan Aria.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
Audi e-tron 735.
Juan, what's your car payment and what do you drive?
It's 610 and I drive a Nissan Armada.
Some of the comments say $1,650 bros making bad financial decisions. The $199 is the winner. I thought the same thing. She's doing it right. What are these people earning a month to afford this? They're just going into debt, let's be honest. Why are people's car payments basically rent?
No credit history and little to no money down is gonna be hard to get you into an 83 grand car. I see that you're looking at the red M3 that we have on the lot.
Yeah, the manual, 16,000 miles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. This is your first car loan?
Yes.
Are you adding a co-signer or are you putting any money down?
Just me. My mom didn't want to help because it was too expensive.
Do we have anybody that could co-sign for you at all?
Nah, everybody's just doing their own thing, so I'm just out here doing it myself.
I want to help you out as much as possible, but you being a first-time buyer, not really having any heavy credit history, that's gonna be a tough call, especially with very little amount down. Do you think you can possibly put any more money down?
I get paid this weekend. I can give you maybe another $200.
Are you open to other options? Let's say, for example, a Civic Si. Would that be something you're interested in?
Honda.
It's still a fast car, but it's a little bit more within our budget.
It's just a Honda, though. My friend just got an M5 with the same circumstance.
I understand we want to be cool with the gang and all of that, but we have to work with what we have. No credit history and little to no money down is going to be hard to get you into an 83 grand car.
Even if I give you more money on Friday, the $200,
it's still a very tough call to make.
But there's a place in Long Island that said that they could do it.
There's a lot of things you can do, and I want to be realistic with you. I want to put you into something that still has the things you're looking for, but a little bit more affordable. Now, if you were talking about an SI, and I don't mean to keep pushing it, but that's more doable.
I don't know. I think I might just have to think about it then, because I really don't want an SI.
All right, let me see what I could do on my end, and we'll stay in contact.
No one in their right mind should ever co-sign for this person. Ever. He clearly makes terrible financial decisions. So bad that his mom was like, I don't even want to know the price. Don't talk to me about it. $83,000 for a car and no credit history? I mean, this is going to end in disaster. Some of the comments say, Repo Man's smiling right now. She's saving his life. Bro needs a 2001 Civic. That face when he said $200. The fact that he thought he could put down an extra $200 and that would help him get an $83,000 car just shows how bad he is with financial decisions. I can't even imagine entertaining the thought of buying a car anywhere near that much. That's wild.
More car buyers are choosing 84 a month or plus loans to get them through all of this. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so when you have super high prices and super high interest rates, let's say you last bought a car 7-8 years ago when interest rates were basically nothing, you're getting thousands of dollars off when you're just negotiating with the salesperson. Now you come into the dealership and they're like, sorry, maybe the best we can do is $500 off. That's the max incentive that we can allow. Even if you're a qualified buyer, you're getting close to 7%, maybe over 7% in interest rate. So you walk into the finance office with a number that you had in mind from 7-8 years ago thinking, oh, maybe $500-600 a month.
Yeah.
And then they tell you, sorry, it's going to be $1,150 a month for the car that you need for your family right now or the car that you need to get to work. And really the only leverage that, both the consumer and the finance office has at this point is, can you kick out the loan a year and a half?
Right.
Can you go for a 7-year loan?
Some of the comments say, I've seen so many customers ask for 84 months lately and almost never have a substantial down payment. Anyone taking 84 months is crazy. Buy used and new cars will come back to reality. Get a used Toyota. I love used Toyotas. They're double dipping and they make a killing when people finance that long. The interest people are going to pay is going to be outrageous.
I just bought a car last week and this is what it costed. For context, I got the Toyota RAV4 XLE Premium. So the MSRP, or the base price of this car, was $32,375, but it doesn't stop there. There are so many other fees. Factory installed packages and accessories were $1,500. Port installed packages and accessories were $347. Delivery, processing, and handling fee was $1,335. So overall, the dealer price was $35,584. So Toyota also has a $500 new grad college discount, so I got $500 off the selling price. And then there is another list of fees. So taxes was $3,925. There's like registration fees, which was $65, dog fees $85, vehicle license $238, and so many other fees. So once you add everything together, the final total is $40,561.54. In terms of financing, I got the lowest interest rate they offered, which was 3.99% over 4 years. So I put down quite a large amount. I put down $33,000. I'm only financing $7,500 just to get the college discount. So I'm not planning to pay it off in 4 years. Hopefully in a few months, by the end of the year, I can pay everything off.
I don't understand financing something for, what was it, 4 years at 4% so that she could get $500 off. I mean, she's going to be paying more than that in interest over those 4 years. Some of the comments say $33,000 down is wild. $33,000 down on a depreciating asset that's going straight down the drain. Who puts $33,000 down on a car? Car is already a bad investment and that much of a down payment, LOL. At least she got a Toyota. Toyotas last forever. All of my cars except one have been a Toyota. I love Toyotas, but oh man, I would have went for a used Toyota and saved a lot of that money.
I have $60,000 worth of car debt, with about $30,000 of that being in negative equity. And let me tell you how the dealership scammed me, because I bought my car by myself back in 2022 and I got scammed, and I don't want y'all to get scammed. So let's talk about it. I went in spring of 2022 to buy my Jeep. I wanted the Jeep Wrangler, which is the hybrid car, part gas, part electric. And anyways, during that time, they didn't have a lot of stock because of COVID. And so basically they were going to order my Jeep and it would come within 3 months. Well, the dealership guy told me that they could put me in a Jeep off the lot for 3 months with no loan payment, and then they would roll the loan over to the new Jeep when it came in. I was like, oh, that sounds great. So I signed it. I didn't have any payments. My Jeep came in the mail. My Jeep came, I went and I picked it up. And y'all, when he sat me down, he handed me a piece of paper that said that the car was like $100,000. And when I tell you, I about had a fit, because when I had originally went in, the finance guy told me that my monthly payment was going to be like $600. And then when I told the car salesman that when I was picking up the Jeep, he said that the finance guy lied and that's why he doesn't work there anymore. And now I'm stuck with $1,000 car payment. And the reason why I have negative equity is because somehow, and I still don't know how he did it. I worked with a lemon law attorney and I still don't know how he did it. But basically, when he rolled the first loan into the second one, he somehow kept it higher. I don't understand how negative equity works. I honestly don't. So if you ask me questions about that, I probably can't help. But basically, if I were to sell my Jeep today, I'd be lucky if I got like $35,000 on it, and I still owe $59,000.
Clearly, she didn't understand the contract. If that guy told her $600 a month car payment and then they're like, oh yeah, he lied, sorry. Well, that's on you guys. That's on the car dealership for having someone who worked there and said, hey, this is how much it's going to be. That's not on her. Some of the comments say, he didn't roll over your loan. He refinanced and the first car became a trade-in. Negative equity is the difference between the amount you owe in your loan and the value of your trade-in. The worst thing anyone can do is tell them what you want your payment to be, because they will work the numbers to keep you at that range, charging too much for the car. This is the very reason I never have and never will buy a new car. I'm okay with driving around an old car. My son's payments are as much as his house payment.
I want to give you guys a realistic example of what payments look like on a $75,000 car. So in this case, we're going to use this M8 competition that I have in stock. This car is damn near exactly $75,000. Crazy thing is I have an S-Class that's right next to it. This car is probably in the same range too. You guys peep the 5.0 over there. Now keep in mind, when you borrow $50,000, that means your payment's going to be in the ballpark of $1,000. Now this car is $75,000. Let's see what the payment looks like. So we have everything plugged in, $75,000 car financing for 72 months, 6.5% rate, paid off early if you want, no money out of pocket. Your total payment amounts to $1,377 a month, and this is with no money down. And even at a 6.5% rate, if you were to keep this car for the entire loan, you'd be paying $17,000 in interest. If you were to put $20,000 down on this car, your payment would still be over $1,000 a month. So when you see these nice cars on the road, just know that whoever owns that car is probably making a crazy payment or they paid cash for it. And these terms are based off of financing over 72 months. Some people finance for 48 or 60 months, so the payment's even higher.
I feel that most people driving a $75,000 car in the US did not put all the money down for that. They're probably trying to keep up with the Joneses, which is so dangerous to do. I mean, you saw that the interest on that was over $17,000. Who is buying cars that are 75 grand? That is just wild to me. And as you saw, $75,000 after the interest ends up being $99,000. Some of the comments say anything over $600 a month is too much. Majority of people are in debt due to car payments, by the way. I'm paying $1,263, out the door price $75K. And add on insurance, maintenance, and annual registrations. Whew, that's going to be expensive.
How much are you paying each month?
$130.
Troubling times on the American road. 2 years ago, Alejandra Graciola bought her EV for $60,000. Is that pretty high for you? Does it break your budget?
It is.
Graciola is on a loan. In 2024, more than 4% of auto loan holders had car payments of $1,000 or more. That's up from 1% in 2020.
Almost $1,000 for a car is just, it's a little crazy, but...
Driving up prices, a double whammy of rising vehicle costs and higher finance costs to buy them.
If we look at the average price people are paying for a new vehicle, it's north of $47,000. On used, it's $25,000. So people that are in the middle of their loan, they may be hitting the point where cost of living has gotten to them and they can no longer make these payments.
And that's happening at a record level. 6.6% of vehicle owners with subprime loans were at least 60 days past due on payments. Those loans coming with higher interest rates for buyers with limited income or credit scores. To make ends meet, more Americans are opting for longer repayment plans. In 2024, a record 66% of new cars were financed for 72 months or longer.
Some of the comments say, how about don't buy a car you can't afford? A $60,000 car, why are you buying it and then complaining about the payments? My car cost $6,000 because that's what I could afford. Why sign on the dotted line at $1,000 a month? That's what's kind of crazy. Just buy a cheaper car so you can afford to pay it. Okay, and to end this video on a lighter note,
boy just copped himself a brand new Honda Accord. 120,000 miles. How we feeling?
We feeling good, man. Feeling good.
How much you put down?
Put down 500 only.
Just for? That's not that much. How much per month?
Pay 2,000 per month, man.
2,000. What APR?
APR 70%, man. Hey, the higher it is, the better.
Yeah, exactly. You want a little higher?
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. For how long?
You're paying for life.
For life.
That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll check out one of these two videos on screen, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.